Majesties, 2 months ago, thank you for my swear, Devon de Ayr. Charged to sit vigil, contemplate, waiting, burden for this life.
Their Majesties call before them the knights and masters of arms of the society.
It is only grass. Good message knights. In your judgment, the Devon is worthy to be numbered among our chivalry in prowess, loyalty, and courtesy?
Aye!
Call forth the candidate.
Their Majesties call forth Devon de Ayr.
Royal peer who would attest to Devon's courtesy and chivalry.
Aye, Your Majesty. Dodd, son of Thorgrim. I am honored to speak for Devon today. He has asked me to do so. In all my years in the society, I have not known Devon that long. When I first met him, I thought him to be dour, taciturn, very little to say. I thought, well, perhaps he's just dull-witted. Those who know him and love him best have assured me, and I've learned for myself, that in fact his wit is so keen, he keeps it closely sheathed so that it may not cut anyone unintentionally. Over the years, he has sought me again and again on the list field. So much so that I thought maybe he had something against me. Or perhaps he's just dull-witted. But he showed to me a ferocity of spirit that I came to respect and admire. But even more so, he showed me that the ferocity of spirit is tempered by a tenderness that he shows to his lady in every minute of every day. Your Majesty, as a royal peer, I know that when we elevate someone, we set them as an example to the populace. We also set them as an example, an emulatory role for the rest of that order. He will bring great honor to the order and to the crown. Your Majesty, I beg you to grant Logan's boon. Bestow the accolade upon Devon, not for his own sake, but for ours.
Is there a companion to Laurel that would attest to Devon's skill in the arts and sciences?
Your Majesty, I am Dame Juliette d'Anjou, and I am here to represent not just myself, but also the great Mistress Siobhan O'Neill. I speak her words that have come to me in this missive. I am deeply honored to have been asked to speak for Devon today as a member of the Order of the Laurel. Per his wishes, speak from the heart, Mistress. I'd like to address the virtue of humility. I sought counsel from the populace on humility, and one lady's words stood out the most. Humility is the sense that you did not make it where you are, nor become the person you are in a vacuum. You were born with inherent gifts into circumstances that neither nurtured nor placed obstacles before you, but ones that you overcame. You cross paths with other people who honed your abilities, either through shaping by whetstone or tempering by fire, as Duke Sir Dog can attest. You, of course, had to make your choices, which brought you to this juncture, but humility asks you to remember that it is not by your own hand alone that you succeed. Once a person truly internalizes humility, he is able to be grateful to the circumstances and other people that brought him here, and still be able to acknowledge his skill or prowess appropriately. What I saw in Devon stood out clearly from the earliest days was his humility. It was with him when he faced major challenges in life, and I see it now in the accomplished man that stands before you all. Devon, this is your moment. It is a moment to cherish. You earned this first and foremost by your own deeds, supported lovingly by everyone who touched your life, and helped you through the night that you see. All of these people gave freely of themselves to you, and now it is your turn to give back to them. Now you stand alone in the forefront as the role model for others to be someone to emulate and admire. Your real work starts now. For myself, I would add that when I sought counsel to speak for Lord Devon, I did not turn to the great minds of our kingdom, nor the great chivalric knights of our kingdom, nor to the masters of the laurel. I turned to my children. And I said, Lord Devon is about to be made a member of the Order of Chivalry. And to me they said, that is the most wonderful thing I've heard, because he respected me. As a child, he advised me as a person. And he has already shown us he has been a leader, not only on the field of battle, but with the people of our society. And if we are to grow, to become better, to become stronger, we must reach out to those youth. He has already done that by example. It is with my greatest heartfelt wishes that Lord Devon be commended onto all of you as a member of the Order of Chivalry.
Is there a companion of the Pelican who would attest to Devon's service?
Your Majesties, we're honored to speak for Devon. I am Mistress Cassie Bodea.
Ninth the Garth of the Crags. We have known Devon for a very long time. Ever since he wore his white stormtrooper outfit. But over the years, we have known him on and off the field. It was on the field that I know him best. He has served with the heart of a knight, always. From day one that we've known him, every time we see him, his heart is always been that of service and of knighthood. He is truly chivalrous.
He served us well as our baronial champion on the field and off. His first concerns were always to make sure that our needs were taken care of when we sat the baronial throne, right after his ladies. He would always make sure we were set up, that things were taken care of. His concern was always for others. He's worked behind the scenes at Valday for many, many years, and we are just so delighted that he is receiving this accolade at long last.
Is there a member of the populace who would speak for Devon?
Yes, Your Majesty. My name is William McCrimmon. My face is unfamiliar to most of you. I haven't lived in the Mid-Realm for 25 years. But once upon a time, it was my first home in the SCA. In this wall. I've heard it said that fighters communicate with their hands when they're fighting on the field. I had the first pleasure of meeting Devon at Boar's Head in North Shields about 8 years ago. Since then, in combat, Candlemas, Pengsic, Boar's Head again and again. In all of these times, in our different communications, I've learned that he's not just a fighter with strong hands and fast feet, but a noble and just opponent. Seeing that he carries himself as gracefully off the field as he does on, I'm extremely honored that he now calls me friend. And I couldn't be happier to see you offering the accolade tonight.
Devon, right blindfold, with us on the field, responding to the lead here. We are minded to make you a knight. Know that to wear the belt and chain of a knight is to hold a sacred trust that the obligations of knighthood will demand your efforts every moment of your life. A knight of this society must be respectful of all religions, never offending the faith of another. A knight must respect all those who are weak or defenseless, whether because of age, infirmity, poverty, or vow, and must be steadfast in defending them. A knight must love his kingdom and his province and fulfill most faithfully his feudal duties to his baron and his king. His word must be dependable beyond doubt or question. He must never flee from the face of his foe. He must be generous to all, and always and everywhere he must be the champion of the right and the good. The laws of society and the customs of the kingdom require that a knight be proud, as you have demonstrated you are upon the field. The knight be courteous, as you have shown yourself to be, and as these noble gentlemen and ladies have attested. That a knight be loyal to his kingdom and the society. Do you then wish to accept the burden of knighthood and swear fealty to the crown?
I do, Your Majesty. You have your fealty. I here swear fealty and do homage to the crown of the Mingle Kingdom, to ever be a good knight and true, reverent and generous, shield of the weak, obedient to my liege lord, foremost in battle, courteous at all times, champion of the right and the good. Thus swear I, Devon de Ayr.
This do we hear, and shall never forget, nor fail to reward that which is given. Fealty with love, service with honor. Is there a belt? Wear this belt as a token of your prowess. Is there a chain?
There is, Your Majesty. The Amocrag Knights pass a chain from one to another. And now Devon is our newest Amocrag Knight, Your Majesty.
Where this chain is the token of your fealty. Are there spurs? Were these spurs a token of your new station? Is there a sword? Bear your sword with strength, so disposing your heart to goodness that you never use it to injure another unjustly, but always use it to defend the just and the right. In remembrance of oaths given and received, in remembrance of your lineage and obligation, be thou a good knight. Are you ready? I don't want to knock him off. It would be very entertaining. Somebody brace me down. There we go. Let this be the last blow that you take unanswered. You are ready to go. Oh, yeah, let's show the scroll. Let's check out the scroll. Order you ever leave to go. Welcome your new brother.
For Sir Devon of Ayr, hurrah!
Thank you so much.